Okay, for this lesson I'll show you how to combine like terms but using more challenging problems, right? So let's take a look at this one here. We have this expression 2n over 3 plus 5n over 6, right? So now we want to simplify this. Well, we have two fractions here and we can't add them because the denominators are different, so we're gonna have to fix that, right? So we'll go over here and we'll think of the LCD, right? The least common denominator. So between 3 and 6, right? It's 6. Okay, because 3 goes into 6 evenly, right? So we're gonna have to change this fraction so that the denominator is 6. In order to do that, we have to multiply this by 2, and the numerator by 2 also. Okay, so after we do that, we're gonna end up with, so 2n times 2, that's 4n. Okay, and then 3 times 2, that's 6. Right? We don't do anything to this one because the denominator is already 6. So just bring that down. Right? That wasn't too bad. So now the denominators are the same. Guess what? We can add them, right? So let's do that. So we have 4n plus the 5n. That's going to give us 9n. And you know this, you don't add the denominators, you just leave it at 6. Okay? Well, you can reduce this. So you always want to reduce when you can, right? 3 goes into 9 and 6, so that's going to be 3n over 2, right? And we are done. And we're happy. Okay? Okay, so since you mastered the easy one, so let's move up a little bit, right? Let's try this one. Let's give this one a shot. Let's say we have 2t plus 5 over 3 plus t minus 1 over 2. Right? Again, looking at these two fractions, we have a 3 and a 2 for the denominators, right? So again, we have to think of the LCD, and between 3 and 2, you take 3, then you ask, can 2 go into 3 evenly? No, then you take, you add 3 to the 3, so you get 6, and you ask the little 2 here, can 2 go into 6? Yes, so the LCD in this case is going to be 6. Alright, so we're gonna have to make this 6, and in order to do that, we're gonna have to multiply this by 2. Right? Now here's the trick here. When you multiply the numerator, make sure you make a set of parentheses surrounding the 2t and plus 5, right? So I want to multiply that by 2. Okay, same thing here. I want to multiply this by, for this fraction here, I want to multiply this by 3, right? Little x here, by 3. Same thing for the numerator. Let me make my parentheses, and I want to multiply that by 3 also. Okay, so after I do that, this expression will reduce to the following, right? So we have to distribute. So let's outline this real quick so we can see it better. So we have to multiply this 2 into the 2t. When you do that, you're going to get 4t. Okay, and then you're going to have to do the same thing here. You're going to do 2 times 5. That'll give us 10, right? And the denominator is 6, right? Plus, now let's do the same thing over here. We have 3 times the t, which gives us 3t, and we have 3 times the negative 1, which gives us negative 3. Okay, and the denominator is 6. Right, so we have matching denominators, so we're good. But now we can combine them, right? So let's do the denominator first, since that's pretty easy, just the 6. right? So we have a 4t. Now for the numerator, we have a 4t here and a 3t. So guess what? When you add those two, you're gonna get 7t. Done, right? Now let's do the same thing for the numbers. We have a plus 10 and a minus 3, so that'll give us plus 7. Okay, and this t is kind of sideways, but that's okay. Alright, so now what else can we do? Well, pretty much that's it. We can't combine the 7t with the 7, so we'll stop there and we'll call that our final answer here, right? Or the simplified fractions that we started off with. Okay, so we're done, and we're really happy, right? Because this one was kind of a challenge. Alright, so I think you guys are ready for this problem here. Let's say we have 5x minus 1 over 2x plus 3x plus 2 over x plus 2x plus 5 over 3x, right? Notice we have 2x, x, and 3x for the denominators, right? So we have to think of the LCD now, same way we did before, right? The least common denominator. So now we'll take the coefficient here of this one. This is a 3, right? Here's a 1, here's a 2. So same thing with the numbers. Let's ask, can 1 go into 3? Yes. Can 2 go into 3 evenly? No. So let's double it. So we'll get 6. Well, 1 will always go into 6. Can 2 go into 6? Yes. So the LCD is going to be 6x. Alright? So how do we get 3x to 6x? Well, we're going to have to multiply that by 2. So dot 2. But then we have to multiply the numerator by 2 also. So just make sure, this is a very important step, you put parentheses around the 2x plus 5. Okay, so multiply that by 2. Alright, so here, how do I get from x to 6x? Well, I'm going to have to multiply this by 6. And here's the trick, right? You have to multiply both the 3x plus 2 and the plus 2 by 6 also. So dot 6 here. Alright, over here, the first fraction, we have 2x, so we just need to multiply this by 3. Right, don't forget the most important step here. You have to put parentheses around the 5x minus 1 times that by 3. Right? So now we're ready to simplify. So let's do this out. So, oops. Erase that there. We don't need that. Right? So let's do this one first. So we have 3 times the 5x. That's going to give us 15x. Right? And then let's go with this one here. And then 3 times a negative 1, that gives us a negative 3. Okay? And then same thing, let's go with this one here. 6 times the 3x gives us an 18x positive. And then 6 times the 2 will give us 12. Alright, let me just put the denominator so you guys won't be confused. So the first denominator is 6x, right? And then this denominator is also 6x, so let's put the 6 in the front, right? We can rewrite like that. And then let's do the last two. So we have 2 times the 2x, that'll give us 4x, right? And then we'll pick another color here. So 2 times 5, which gives us 10, right? And then put that right over 6x. Alright, so we're almost there. Alright, so now let's pick out, look at the numerators, right? We have a 15x here, So actually let's circle all the x's, the ones that we can combine, right? We have a 15x here, and then we have a positive 18x here, and we have a positive 4x here. So when we combine all three of them together, right, 15 and 18, that'll give us 33. 33 and the 4, that'll give us 37x, right? Now let's do the same thing, but we're gonna let's maybe go with this color. Now let's take care of the numbers, right? We have a negative 3 here, and then we have a positive 12, right? So that gives us a positive 9. Positive 9 plus 10, that'll give us 19. So let's put 19 positive here, right? And everything is over 6x, so we can just draw a line and put 6x here, right? And is there anything else that we can do? No, because the 37x, you can't add 19 to that, right? And everything's over 6x, so that's good. So we'll just bubble that in, and we're done. And we're extremely happy with this one, right? Extremely happy, right? Okay, so the answer got cut off a little bit, so I brought the page up. So now you can see final answer again. It's 37x plus 19 over 6x, okay?